Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Monday. It's your favorite day of the week. It's time for Caravan Intensity, also known as Headlines. Sorry, I got a
Product
placement.
Yeah.
Sponsored by nobody.
The Edmonton Oilers.
For sponsorship information, please email coolDiscussions@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
So, a woman caught with cocaine in her purse claims the wind blew it there. How's
Are
that
you
for
talking about powder or like an actual baggie?
a baggie of cocaine? Caught with cocaine in her, told the police the wind must have blown the drug into her bag. In Florida, of course, in Florida. Of course. Where else would it fucking be?
Florida seems to have a lot of weird news.
It was a windy day, must have flown through the window and onto my purse. Jeez. Just
very windy day.
Yeah.
Speaking of drugs, in Buenos Aires, a couple of policemen are blaming the wild mice for 500 kilograms worth of missing marijuana. I guess they've been storing about 2 tons worth of marijuana in this warehouse for later destruction. And they did an inventory check and found out that there was 500 kilograms of the stuff missing. And the policeman in charge of the warehouse said, "Oh, it must have been the mice eating the weed." The judge said, "Where are the dead ones? Because that would be a lot of dead mice."
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you have to wonder. Like, I've always wondered about that, you know? You see in movies and stuff like that, with the evidence locker, like, stuff going missing out of there. Or, like, we found $500,000 at this drug dealer's house when there was actually, like, $1.5 million and the cops just...
Yeah, you have to wonder
around.
if they actually do that.
You would have to think that.
Well, people are people, right?
Yeah.
So while we're on the subject of drugs, it was only a matter of time before Disney decided to get into the drug dealing business. A cross-border seizure from Mexico to the U.S. There was a bunch of Disney princesses found with drugs inside of them.
Like dolls?
Dolls, figurines. What it was there was like a layer of merchandise, a layer of wax figures with the drugs inside of them that look like the merchandise, and then, seeding it so the drugs look. And it was 500 kilograms of meth worth about $2 million.
You must, like, if you're a drug dealer... Like, you must account for that kind of stuff in your business plan, right?
What, loss?
Yeah, like loss. Because you'd have to know that it's going to get, like, seized, right? Like, you know the show, like, Narco or whatever, when you watch anything about what Pablo Escobar? Mm-hmm. You know, like, the guy was moving billions of dollars worth of product, and he knew that he was going to lose millions, and it's like, meh. He was like, whatever, I'm going to lose... I know it's going to get seized. I know it's going to happen. So it's like...
Yes, you do account for it, but I think
weird
in a situation like this is...
Well, it's crazy because...
Somebody has to account for that.
Yeah.
Because that's $2 million. I think they account for... Probably, what they do is they just literally throw the DEA a bone. It's like, here's the small little bit.
Probably, yeah.
Just ignore this giant crater full.
Just ignore the huge ship full of cocaine and meth that's traveling across your border.
Yeah.
And here's the little truck.
Yep, take the truck.
Oh, look how much we got. It's like, you realize that the drug business is like $1 trillion enterprise, right? So what you just took out was like 3 cents out of my pocket.
Yeah. It's like I dropped that on the ground.
Yeah. Oops, I dropped a nickel. I'm not going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Oops. What a shame.
Yeah.
So there was a scare in the airport. A 65-year-old grandma innocently, her grammar error caused a huge scare in where was it? Bombay. She was Mumbai.
Mumbai.
It was formerly known as Bombay, and on her bag, she wrote bomb too, and then she was identifying it, and she wrote bomb because the I guess the numeric
Bombay,
was BOM.
Yeah.
So she, for some reason, put B on the end, or maybe somebody thought it was a funny joke or something, but they ended up coordinating off the whole baggage carousel and everything like that. You have to think, though. If somebody actually writes bomb on their bag, is it really a bomb? I guess you can't be too
No,
careful.
exactly. You just... Some people are stupid, right? Now, in India, obviously, if you have a place called Bombay, the short of it is BOM.
That's like somebody trolling us, eh? And when they didn't even know they were trolling us. Back when they named the city. Bombay. And fucking 200 million years later, we're all paranoid of bombs on airplanes. It's like Bombay. Where are you going to, Bombay? Somebody say bomb? What? Bomb in the bay? What?
It's like the old joke about never say hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Yeah. Never ever say that in an airport.
When you get on a plane or something. Hey, Jack, hi. You say, hello, Jack.
You don't even say Jack. Hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Hey, aren't you,
Mr. So-and-so.
Mr. Off?
Yeah. Put up a... Okay, so MIT has created the most scariest, interesting thing in the world. MIT has created a headset that attaches to your face, very much like a Borg implant, and it is able to read your thoughts and communicate back with you so that you can interact with your technology.
Oh my god.
So the device is able to figure out the brain signals that form sentences, figure out what those sentences are, and act accordingly, and then through another device which is also attached to your face, it vibrates so it can actually communicate with you through.
This is weird. Like, this is just too much. We're going too far. Do we just not know when to stop?
No, nobody watches sci-fi.
I know. Do we not see the movies?
Like, I know people think the Terminator movies are bad, but, like, go watch Terminator 1, Terminator 2.
When was the first Terminator? When did that first come out? 1990? 80? Oh, 80, really?
Yeah.
Go watch that and go, oh, and see where we're at in comparison to that movie now.
Yes, exactly.
And go, oh.
You know, I get it. The new Terminator movies aren't the best in the world, but just go watch the ones with Schwarzenegger, the first two, and go, where are we now?
Yeah. What technology do we have?
We, as North Americans, might have a sense of the 3 laws of robotics, but a country like China probably doesn't give a shit. And they're trying to develop AI as well.
What are the 3 laws of robotics?
The 3 laws of robotics are a robot cannot harm a human. Through inaction, it cannot allow a human to harm. It cannot let itself be harmed unless it conflicts with rule number 1. And there's a third one which kind of...
Skynet's closer than you think.
Yeah, it's we have people that are way smarter than us saying, don't do this. Like Elon Musk says, don't develop AI. I believe Stephen Hawking said the same thing. Don't develop AI. Because it's AI... We talked about this in headlines and before.
You know that video game you play, that sports video game that has AI in it? And how the computer adapts to your playing style? Yeah, imagine that on a greater scale.
Yeah, just think. A little figure on your TV is able to kick your ass regularly because it can adapt to you.
Learns your
how long do you think it is before that AI starts to go, well, all I need to do is just stop the input of the device to it. Right?
That's right.
It's scary.
Like, we're not cynical people here. We're not people who always think of the worst outcome, but just think logically about what's happening here and what we're actually developing and what's available to the common consumer and how advanced it is. Just think about what the military has and what we don't know about.
What we think the military has.
I'm sure they got...
We don't necessarily know that they have anything better. Yeah. Just because they can pull their dick out and go, look at this, look at this, doesn't mean they actually have a big dick.
That's right. They might just be having a dildo down there. Who knows?
Yeah. They make them realistic nowadays.
Yeah. But it's weird. It's scary. It's interesting. Like, it's cool to see. But at the same time, it's like...
Look at this device right here. This has more computing power in it than the computers from the 80s.
Yeah.
some from the 90s,
I know.
and even some from the 2000s.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely, they're insane. Like, the technology, it's awesome. Like, I like it for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
For entertainment purposes and some real world, like, aspects, you know? But then, I don't know. It's I hope we don't.
We have talked about AI previously and the dangers of technology. So you can check us out in previous videos. We talk about it, and we have interesting opinions.
God, I think we've talked about everything in the world now. We're doing this thing for, God, near two years?
We talk very little about sex. That is one of the subjects we don't talk about very often.
Well, there's not much, like, we talk about, like, the sex in the news, but we're not like,
yeah.
I like to, or, you know, we're not talking about our sex life on YouTube. Double fisting, baby. Yeah!
I really hope it never goes like this. You know, I'm sorry. It's just like, when people do this for double fisting, I'm like, really? I don't know about you, but
come on, they can squeeze babies out. They can squeeze babies out. Come on, that could fit.
I've seen it. That's the problem.
Will it fit? Will it fit?
Yes, it will.
Yeah, they got fisting categories on porn sites. I never click on them because...
No.
I don't
remember.
I don't need to see that shit. Candy strippers?
Yeah, candy strippers.
One of the first porns I've ever seen in my life. And it was like, whoosh, you're like, whoa!
Yeah, it's kind of like,
that's what people do?
What? No.
I don't want to be sticking a fist in there.
No.
And then you go, how's that gonna fucking do anything? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Gives you a complex right off the top. Yeah, it's like, if this is going in there. Oh, man. Anyways.
We digress.
Back.
There we go. There's our sex talk for the year.
Yeah, there we go. What do we got coming this week? We got a couple documentaries.
Yes, we do.
Coming at you. Mm-hmm. Tune in for these ones. It's pretty interesting. And what else we got? We don't know. We're just going to ramble, maybe. Who knows?
Yes.
Enjoy.
See ya.
Subscribe. Hey, stop and subscribe. Because, well, we need to climb
Don't worry.
Up.
YouTube has gotten rid of the bells. You won't get notifications of us.
That's right, yeah. Because we don't have, the minimum.
We're conservative.
We don't have the minimum.
We don't agree with YouTube. So we don't...
Fuck YouTube. Fuck. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah. Even YouTube doesn't watch our
That's
videos.
Right.
Although
YouTube won't fucking hear what I'm saying.
So...
Fuck. YouTube's a fascist fucking company.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue against that too much.
Bye.
See ya.